It can mean a lot of things, you know. It it is really the backbone of who you are as a person, though, and what you want the community to think about you. And it's also, you know, how you're going to really build your influence in the marketplace. You know, as doing other things, you know, you're going to do advertising. Sorry about that. But you want to grow the people that know that you do real estate, especially in the business community, you know. And and so the more you can get out there and network and make people aware that you're in real estate, the more possibilities you have to connecting with somebody that might be thinking about buying themselves, you know, and they may have influence over other people, meaning they might be able to suggest that somebody uses you to, you know, buy or sell real estate. So when you think about networking in person, it's about getting out there in the community and just meeting as many people as you can and doing it systematically, you know, planning it out and having a real purpose to why you want to do that. You know, for instance, if you don't know anybody, like if you just dropped me in the middle of another town and I didn't know anybody and I became a real estate agent, the first thing that I would do is surround myself with other type of businesses that would support my business. And what I mean by support my business, I might need a painter. I need a good painter for my business. So I need to go out and meet a painter. I need to meet a good mortgage person. I need a good banker, a good lawn service person, a handyman. So I mean, there's all kinds of people that I'm going to need to know to be able to do my job. Those people are going to also know people that are going to need real estate eventually. And so, you know, we want to focus on how we can get out into the community and grow, and we're going to do that through networking. So I can meet new people that I've never met before. And you want to also be, you know, you can become popular in the community. For instance, down in Venice, we happen to have the Venetian Waterway Park during, they were putting that in during the time that our office was right down the street from that. Well, we were able to sponsor that, and we provided all the trail maps with our company logo and some information about us to the entire walkway of Venice. And so we were able to connect with the community that way. A lot of things that you can do, like going to chamber events and, you know, participating in the chamber community. I can meet all the different business members that belong to the chamber. I can find out about their businesses. I can then get known by them that I sell real estate. And it's, you know, you don't have to, how can I say it, you know, impose upon people. Just your presence of being around and having the ability to connect and communicate with them is huge. But we don't do it. You know, a lot of agents just don't have time to network, and they don't plan it. So you have to think about who you want to meet, who you want to do business with, and then kind of get involved in those kind of things. So you want to be able to share your expertise that you're in real estate. You want to learn what others can do. You want to create relationships with other business partners. You want to give back to the community. And you can, you know, develop a community around you. Could you imagine if you did business with like 20 other different businesses? Like you sent referrals to all those businesses because you had a nice client base that needed things, and each month you were sending out a referral to a business. What do you think? Do you think that would be beneficial?
Yeah.
Right? And so when you get involved in the community that way, they absolutely will give back to you. And so you just have to kind of, network with people. I can give you, I haven't been out networking myself in a while, but some of our new agents have gone out there and done some networking, and they've been able to meet people that I was actually connected to already. And I think that that's, fantastic. That even makes your bond even greater, because you can network with people that can give you business that already have a sense of connection to you because of who you are associated with. And so the more people that you can become associated with, the more your reputation will be known in the business community. And so you have to kind of think about, what can I do to get involved? So I really challenge you to focus on it, with some purpose of how you're going to go out there and expand who you're connected with, and how it's really going to benefit your business. So, where should you network? And you shouldn't just do it because you don't like it. You have to enjoy doing that. And maybe you're not a person that likes to get out and talk with other people and things like that. There are other ways that you can network when you're trying to get out and be connected with different people. But I highly recommend that you do it in your local community, like where you want to sell. Think about the people that you want to do business with, the price range, the price point, and keep in mind, everybody can't always go after the $1 million properties. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, okay? But I'm not saying you have to have a way to do that. And so you have to, and look at the marketplace. Look where the most amount of business might benefit you, and price point. So look in the community where the people that you think you would like to know, like look at the neighborhood and the makeup of the people that are actually living in the community in which you want to buy and sell in. And you want to get involved in those kind of community activities. So that way you're mingling and you're talking to the people that you want to help sell, or buy real estate. I mean, real estate is not rocket science. We just need to meet a person that likes us and has the confidence in us to help them buy a house, or have the confidence in us to sell a house. And we need to have as many people in the community believe in you. So the more you can get out and be connected, the larger your business will be. Compound that on top of advertising and generating leads, and then the referral base. Top agents in the industry get more than 50% of their business from referrals. Okay? So if you understand that, then you got to build that at the beginning of your business. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do it. Okay? So here are some suggestions of where you can network. Local chamber events, through service clubs. Service clubs are fantastic. Through professional networking. And professional networking are places that you actually pay money to belong and to refer business back and forth. When you refer business to other people, they naturally want to refer business back to you. You could go to open network meetings, open lunches. For instance, I was involved with 3 different lunch groups. I would go to lunch every Monday in the Venice area, and then every Wednesday in the Sarasota area, just to network with other business people that were looking for referrals. And we would, have our elevator speech. It was a good chance for me to practice and talk to other people about what we did. What separates you as a real estate agent and a real estate professional from everybody else? It really, you can get involved because people will start believing in you. And then one person believes in you, then the next person will believe in you. I can tell you, John Webb is on fire. 18 transactions already this year and counting. And most of his business has been coming from his network. One of them happens to be his church, and the other happens to be a chamber. And so he's planted the seeds like the farmer, and now the crops are starting to come in. And it took him about 1.5 years. All right. Get involved with fundraising. Through school activities. Some of you have children. I'm a big advocate because I'm at my child is at the school age of getting involved. Children's programs, sponsor them under your name and your company. I know that, for instance, Meow homeschools her children, and she's actually sponsoring the yearbook. And she's got, and she was able to put a little ad in there. And if just one person knows in her network, it may not yield business today, but it's planting the seed for the future business. It's planting the seed so next year, when she's talking to all these homeschool parents, they'll go, "Oh yeah, you're the real estate agent. I saw you in the yearbook." It's about planting the seed now to reap some crops later and how to connect to them later. So not only is she networking, but now she's advertising within her network. So there's lots of opportunities that you can compound on things. I'll give you another example on how that is effective. Kevin Hanley, that is fairly new to the business. He has joined the Venice Chamber. He's actually taken out an ad in the Chamber book, and then a billboard type of ad in the lobby. So and so he's compounding that with networking at the different chamber events. And the idea is the combination is to become popular within the Venice Chamber. And that's a two-prong approach: marketing compounded with this personal in-person networking and getting to know the different businesses that belong to the chamber. So down here, you definitely want to, you should network with these kind of people that you like. The beautiful thing about networking and building a community around yourself is you get to just, find the people that you want around. You don't have to do business with everybody. Find people that you really respect in the industry and get connected to them. Be a sponge. Be a sponge and follow them around. There are some great networkers within your own community. Start going to some of the events that they go to or they put on, and you'd be surprised at who they can introduce you to in the business community. Those of you that are down in the Venice market, Angela Balsinger, I think their last name is Smith. She works for First International Title. Fantastic networker. If you hooked up with her, she could probably introduce you, find out the different network events that she's going to. She could probably introduce you to 5 people in 5 days. I mean, how many people? That's 25. I mean, that's an unbelievable amount of people, 25 people in a few weeks. So, think about how you can connect with those kind of people as well. People that you want to do business with, like very reputable companies. Find out who the owners are Find out what makes them a good company. Because when you have great businesses that you can give to your clients, you look like a hero to your clients. And you look like a hero to the business owner that you referred. And they'll want to refer business to you. They'll want to bend over backwards to help you with your business. They'll give you marketing dollars. They'll co-work with you. So, find people that you want to do business with and get to really know their business and get to know them as a person. I just happened to read that a person that is in my network just passed away. And I was very connected to this guy for almost 20-something years. It was a survey company. And I typically, when I did order surveys back in the day, most title companies order surveys. I was well connected to this guy. And he was able to bring business to my business, and I was able to benefit from the business that he did for my clients by doing a great survey. And so, anyway, he just passed away. So, it's great to be connected in different ways that way. So when should you network? Well, on a weekly basis, you should have planned networking opportunities. And I want to reiterate, planned networking opportunities. And it needs to be with business type individuals, not just parents. You want to think about how you can be connected to the business community and the place that you want to do business. Find out who the players are in your community and get connected with them. You want to have daily. You want to connect with your center of influence. You want to constantly expand that. And so you want to find ways to constantly do that. Practically all the time. Just all the time you want to try to meet new people. Every month I get out and try to meet new potential real estate agents. I go out and hand out donuts in front of real estate schools and pass out gum. Some of you actually joined the company and remember those days. So getting connected to the community is a great way to build your business by getting out there and doing these kind of things. So when you're thinking of different categories of the businesses that you could actually network with, I highly recommend that you print out a page like this and systematically go through and fill it out. Now, what will happen is you'll actually start this project sometimes, and then you'll stop. But I'm going to challenge you. Once you put somebody in here, make sure that you build a relationship with them so that it's meaningful and that you can rely on that person to refer your customers to. And then they'll want to refer business to you. Did you know if you had 90 people, okay, and they all referred you one person a year, you'd have 90 referrals. That's a crazy amount. But it could happen. It happens every single day to top agents. It happens every day. So what you want to do is get connected. So find these things. This is a memory jogger to help you build things. Have a financial advisor that you can refer people to. Have an insurance person that you like. Have 3. One for health, one for auto, one for home. Have a handyman. Have a plumber, an AC person, a painter, someone that can repair drywall. We're in real estate. Do you know how many houses do you see with holes in the wall? I don't know what people do, but I'm just saying. A good company that can fix drywall is huge. Someone that can set tile. When you move into a property, one of the first things people typically do is change out the flooring and get it to their liking. So I challenge you to get out and actually meet these people, and challenge you to not only get one, but try getting three. But the minimum get one. So you can see here there's over 30-something names. And if you printed this out and you had 3 for each category, that would mean you were very resourceful as a real estate agent. If somebody needed something, you could really respond. And out of those 3, really deepen the relationship with one, your go-to company, but then have some backups. And I know this makes sense, but what will happen is you'll start this, and then you just won't complete it. But once you get this put together, look to find ways to stay connected to their business and stay connected to them. And then market to them. Every time you list a property, let them know. Every time you sell a property, let them know. Every time you do something great, like have an open house, let them know. By email, it's very easy to communicate that way. All you want to do is remind them that you're in real estate and this is what you're doing. I just sold this. I just listed this. I just had this open. And vice versa, when you're talking with them, find out what you can do for their business. And then you should have a database of clients, COI, and people that you could recommend your vendors to. For instance, maybe you do an email blast out to your vendors. Hey guys, I just wanted you to know, John Smith with ABC Electric is my good friend, and if you have any electrical needs, give him a call. He'll do a great job and get you a great quote. And then let him know that you emailed your database talking about his business, and if he would just let you know if someone actually called him. That's a great way to use both your networks. Take your business network, refer it to your COI, to your personal network, and vice versa. Why couldn't you refer one business vendor to another business vendor of a different kind? So there's all kinds of referral opportunities for you within your own network, but you have to build it. You have to get out and get connected. And then after you get connected, you got to deepen those relationships. As you can tell, I'm pretty passionate. Some of the things that you could think about doing is building an online directory, or you can build a different kind of directory. So when you're calling up business owners and really just calling them out of the blue, you could use a dialogue like this to solicit them to make that happen. So you could, like I said, you could create an online business directory. Maybe you don't want to use the word online. You can take that out. But the idea is this is a friendly way that you can gather information on different vendors that you might find in your community. Any community has a chamber. Any community typically has a chamber book. A chamber book has a list of all the different businesses by category of who belongs to the chamber and what service they provide by category to the community. So when you're like, well, I don't know anyone, well, this is a great way that you can take a directory and use a script to actually call business owners that you may know to work on building the network that way. So that's a great way to call people. So here, after you've gone out and you networked with people, and you networked with them, in person to make that happen. So, you could call up the business owner and have a dialogue like this. I have an opportunity you may want to take advantage of. Because of the nature of my business and the depth of the relationships I have with my clients, I refer people to your business like yours on a regular basis. In order to make it hassle-free for my clients, I created a direct access online business directory of select businesses I trust. The business directory kind of includes, attorneys, financial planners, loan officers, hair salon, pizza parlors, painters, roofers, and babysitters, and just to name a few, and the list goes on. There's no cost to you to have this type of exposure to my clients. My only request is that, you do an excellent job for them like I know you always do. Would you like to be included in my directory? I mean, who could say no to that? I'm like, sign me up. I'm in. I want to be on a free directory to refer to my business. I'm ready. If they say yes, okay, great. I'm sure to add you to my directory. And remember, I also appreciate referrals, and I'm never too busy to take care of yours. So you're just planting the seed. Again, there's some alternative dialogue that you can have that you want to check out. So I'll get these to you guys. When you're thinking about networking in person, okay, maybe you haven't reconnected with your COI. Find a way to go network with them. Okay, and when you're in a network environment, I just want to, when you're in a business networking event, okay, like a business after 5 networking event, that's not the time to try to ask for referrals or, just try to pass out as many cards as you can. That is when you identify the people that you want to be connected to, get their business card, and then you want to call them for a cup of coffee outside that environment and talk to them one-on-one to deepen the relationship. You can't try to deepen relationships in a networking event. Now, it's okay to have a great conversation and talk to people, but remember, don't try to, talk about business directories and referrals and all these kind of things. But you can ask them about their business. I mean, that's why they're there. But remember, they're there to meet as many people as they can. You should be meeting the people that you purposely want to meet. And like I said, when you single them out, you can deepen the relationship and really have a business-to-business conversation. So you want to just keep that in mind. So back to our personal contacts and our networking in person, we sometimes forget to look right around us and who we haven't connected with lately. So you know what? If you put one name in every one of these spots, you'd have a very robust list, about 60 people. And that 60 people added to your 30 vendors is 90 people that you can get connected with in the next 30 to 60 days. And I'll repeat that. If you write down some names and actually follow through and get connected to them, in the next 60 days, that's 90 people you could be connected to that you could, easily market to and spread the power that you're a real estate agent, a message to them. And you can refer businesses to them and stay connected. So you got friends and family. You got neighbors. Now, my neighbor next door to where I just moved in has been here since 1971. He's 81 years old and retired from the Navy military. My dad was also the same rank that he retired at. But I got connected to him. Now he's 81, but he's been here my entire life. So the year I was born, he has been living next door. And so I got connected to him, though. And he's my neighbor. And he's only been my neighbor for 3 weeks now. So make sure you get to know your neighbors and get connected to them. Kelly, I know, She's been really getting connected to her neighbors. She's already helped one of them buy another house, and probably has a listing coming, and another one around the corner or two. I know she's well connected with her neighbors. So make sure that you get connected. People that you meet every day, like at your bank, your hair salon, the dry cleaners. I've sold my banker a house before. I mean, because I routinely went in the bank. Laura, that works in our company, works at the teller. I mean, she meets people every single week that come in on a regular basis. My banker saved my butt last year by having a great connection. And I had a connection through her kid. I coached her kid on my baseball team. Who would have thought that she would have been my banker? Anyway, get connected with the people in your doctor's office, your dry cleaning, different places like that. So, you know, there's many that you can think of and think about. Social groups. You know, we have Facebook. Now, I'm not saying, I'm talking about connecting the in-face person with the online person. If they're local and you know them online, see if you can get face-to-face with them and get reconnected again. It's amazing what you can do when you're connected in multiple ways. Facebook and in person, it's very, very powerful. So you want to think about the different social groups that you can belong to, PTO, health clubs, your religious group, you know. People that go to church need to live in houses too. If you're a good person, which I know you are, then maybe they might want to use you to help, you know, facilitate that. I'm not telling you to go to church and, you know, and sell at the church. I'm just saying let them be aware that you're in real estate and participate in your church if that's your thing. Anyway, you have all kinds of bingo clubs. You know, I met a lady the other day. I would have never thought it in the wildest. She's in a pool league. Go join a bowling league, a pool league. Get connected with more people in your community. Friends at school, your colleagues. I just got 2 referrals from people I went to college with, and I was still connected with. People on your holiday list. Sometimes we mail people on our holiday list, and we don't really talk to them very much throughout the year, and then they're back on our holiday list. Go back and look and see who you might be connected with. So those are some great opportunities to do that. And I want you to think about working by referral. I love this flyer because, you know, this flyer should be like a motivation for you on how you want your business to thrive in the future, that you want so many people to know that you do such a great job in real estate and that you care about them and that you have this great vendor resource that you can provide to them. So, you know, you want to provide to do that. I want you to know how much I appreciate you. I strive to build positive business relationships by working exclusively with people I admire and respect and who add value to the service I provide. So, I mean, this is a great thing. This is a great flyer that you can use to build your relationships with and inspire them to want to do business with you. So this is available up on our online document, so you can print this out. I would print a few of these out and just, you know, we might even customize this actually to be more White Sands Realty Group as well. But, you know, this just reading this inspires you on how you might, might excite you to want to work this way, you know, to work by referrals and be connected in your community and different things like that. So I'm going to open up the mics and, you know, let you guys ask some questions on networking and some different opportunities that you might have, you know, going on that you want to bounce